This video is about all the sights in Rome that you can see simply by using the A line of Rome's metro. Using Rome's metro is by far the most efficient way to get around Rome, and I recently did a video sharing all the sights you can see in Rome by use of the B line. And in this video, I'm going to now share all the sights in Rome that you can easily access by simply using the A line. If you have not had a chance to watch my video I did about Rome's B line, you might be wondering, how safe is Rome's metro? Well, the metro itself is very safe. Violent crime is almost non-existent, but there are thieves. They will stick their hands in your pockets, in your purse, in your bags, and try to take your wallet, cash, money, whatever they can get their hands on. So you do need to pay attention. It's not a huge threat, but it is a threat, and you need to be aware of that. So just pay attention, and a lot of the problems will be solved simply by being alert, attentive. And another tip, just don't put yourself in a situation where you're getting into an overcrowded bus or an overcrowded metro car. Just wait for the next one. That may be inconvenient, but at the same time, it keeps your money in your pockets. Before getting on Rome's public transportation system, whether it's buses, trams, or metro, you're going to want to get a ticket. You don't want to get caught without a ticket. Fines can be very steep, and until recently it was kind of a headache. You always had to search where to get those, stand in line when you did find a place. Now it's so much easier with a new system they implemented maybe 2 years ago called Tap and Go. You simply use your credit card right at the turnstile of the metro or on the buses directly. You no longer have to search for tickets, making it super convenient. There are some things you'll want to know about Tap and Go, and I do have a separate video kind of explaining some of the particulars that you'll want to definitely check out before heading to Rome. I'll put a link to that video in the description of this video. But anyway, Tap and Go has really made using Rome's public transportation system so much easier. At each of these stations, I'll be putting GPS maps in the description of this video that will help guide you along the way, ensuring you don't get lost. These maps are completely free to use as long as you download the app Komoot. Again, Komoot does not charge to use it in the city of Rome, making it super convenient for you. And all of these itineraries will be found in the description of this video. Our first stop along the A line is the station Lepanto. Now, if you're just wanting to visit the Vatican, it's probably quicker to go to Ottaviano. But by starting at Lepanto, I can show you a few sites along the way and a much more dramatic way to enter the Vatican City. Here's a quick sample of just some of the sites you'll see near the Lepanto metro station.
Let's go.
Using the GPS guidance, as you exit the Lepanto metro station, your GPS will guide you down this street towards the Palace of Justice, over and around it to Ponte Umberto, where you can get great views and a great picture of St. Peter's Basilica. Then it will direct you over towards Castel Sant'Angelo, and then down a very majestic street, a very impressive way to enter Vatican City. As we exit Vatican City, heading towards the Ottaviano station, there are a couple of places I want to mention. One of them is a little pizza place called Pinza, MPO. It's where you can get the Pinza style pizza. It's kind of a quick little place. It's not like a fancy restaurant or anything. The pizzas are 6-7 euros, fairly inexpensive, but I found them to be pretty good, and it's kind of a tradition that we do whenever we go towards the Vatican. We usually stop by there, but if you're not in the mood for that type of pizza or pizza in general, there are tons of options in the area. It shouldn't be hard for you to find something to eat before heading back to the Ottaviano metro station, where you can hop back on the A line heading towards Flaminio. The next station along the A line is Flaminio. Flaminio is where you're going to find Piazza del Popolo, Villa Borghese, and so much more. Here is just a quick sample of some of the sites you'll see on this self-guided GPS tour, starting at the Flaminio metro station.
Let's go.
Upon exiting the Flaminio metro station, the GPS then will direct you to Piazza del Popolo through what they call the Porte del Popolo. It's the doors heading into Piazza del Popolo. From there, you'll head down Via del Corso. Now, Via del Corso is a very popular street. It's kind of like an outdoor mall, all kinds of shops, restaurants, boutique shops, things like that. Go down, explore, a lot of fun to do. There'll be several people on that street. It's typically close to automobiles, or for the most part it is, so it makes it very nice to walk down. The GPS then will direct you to another street called Via del Babuino, also very similar to Via del Corso, just probably a little bit more independent shops, a little more unique boutiques and things like that. The GPS will also take you to a street called Via Margutta, which actually has a unique vibe, a very charming street, as you make your way over to Piazza del Pincio, where you can get a great view of the city of Rome. Piazza del Pincio is also located on the edge of Villa Borghese. It's a huge park. It's not just the Villa Borghese Gallery. There's all kinds of things to explore in Villa Borghese, including a lake where you can even take a boat ride. Lots of places to just kind of sit down, relax, and enjoy the atmosphere before heading back to Flaminio, where we'll then head over to the station Spagna.
Welcome aboard.
If you're going to be visiting Rome in the near future, or you know somebody who is, we have a travel guide. Our travel guide will help anyone make the most of their next visit to Rome. It includes over 10 hours of video, a 70+ page PDF, interactive maps. We get to share our favorite restaurants, gelaterias, and so much more. Be sure to check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description of this video, along with a discount code where you can pick it all up for right around $20. Our next stop along the A-line is Spagna. Spagna is where you're going to find the Spanish Steps. Here's a quick sample of some of the sights you'll see on this self-guided itinerary, starting at the station Spagna.
Let's go.
When you leave the Spagna station, the GPS then will direct you to the top of the Spanish Steps where you can get a great view of the city, and then over to the first McDonald's in all of Italy. I suggest you try the tiramisu. We're at McDonald's and these girls are going to tell us what they think. We just went to 2 sizes and got some tiramisu there. So now they're going to tell us what they think of the tiramisu here at McDonald's compared to 2 sizes.
No, at 2 sizes, it was just like super dense and it set really heavy. This one is like lighter, better ratios, and it's like actual flavor rather than just cream. The other one was very
creamy.
It's very sweet, very heavy, but it was
lighter and more coffee flavor.
yeah. So I think this one's better.
So there you have it. The tiramisu at McDonald's is superior to 2 sizes. Then over to the column of Marcus Aurelius, to the Trevi Fountain, then to Piazza Barberini where you can get back on the metro. Next we'll be heading to Station Termini. Our next stop along the A-line is Termini Station. Termini Station is where the A-line and the B-line cross, but there are also some sights right around the Termini Station you don't want to miss. The biggest site is probably La Basilica di Santa Maria Maggiore, just a short walk from Termini. It's one of the major basilicas, and in 2025, you can walk through the Holy Door. It's open. I would certainly recommend you visit that anytime, but it's extra special in 2025. And from there, we're going to walk to a different station. Again, we're not going to head back to Termini. We're going to head over to the station Vittorio Emanuele, where we're going to hop back on the A-line. Our next stop along the A-line is Station San Giovanni. That's where you're going to find La Basilica di San Giovanni in Lateran.
Hearts wide open, unveiled before our eyes. Oh, see, I bow before him. The day has dawned. Oh, come.
At the San Giovanni metro station, there are 2 sites we're going to take a look at. And you won't need your GPS for either one because they are very close, less than a 5-minute walk. The first one is La Basilica of San Giovanni in Lateran. As you exit the metro station, you'll see there's like a wall. You're going to walk under that wall, that is the Aurelian wall, over to La Basilica di San Giovanni, where if you're there in 2025, you can walk through its holy doors. It's one of the major basilicas in Rome. Another thing you want to be sure to do while you're visiting La Basilica di San Giovanni is to walk up the holy stairs. Now they're not located in this basilica, they're directly across the street in a smaller church. These are the stairs that Jesus walked up when meeting Pontius Pilate before being sentenced to death. They're the exact same stairs. They were once in Jerusalem, they're now in Rome, and you can walk up those stairs too, but get this, you have to walk them on your knees. You have to go up on your knees. Quite an experience, so I recommend you do that. Be sure to hit both of those sites, and then you're going to hop back on the metro and we're going to head over to Subaugusta. Our final stop along the A-line is Subaugusta. Here's a quick sample of some of the sites you'll see along this self-guided walking itinerary starting at Subaugusta. Subaugusta is located next to Aqueduct Park. Aqueduct Park is truly one of our favorite things to do in Rome. It is where you get to walk along the Roman aqueducts. These aqueducts were built 2,500 years ago. It's simply incredible. And along the way, there's lots of other interesting things to see, including ruins and nature and birds and trains. It's just a fantastic walk. It's about 3 miles or 5 kilometers in all, because we're going to walk from Subaugusta station along Aqueduct Park all the way to Porta Furba, where we're going to then hop back on the metro. It's also on the A line, and from there you can take that back into the city center. Also, just in case you're interested in taking e-bikes into Aqueduct Park, you can certainly do that. The best way to do that is to get e-bikes at Circus Maximus. There's a bike ride that will take you down Via Appia Antica through Aqueduct Park and then back to Circus Maximus. It's a great time. I did a video about it recently, and I'll put a link to it in the description of this video in case you want to check that out.
Hope you enjoyed the videos. To the next one. Alla prossima. Ciao.
Guida! Tacci fuori! Tacci fuori, buon anno!